Hello and welcome to True Pathfinder, your portal to health and truth. And in this video, we are going to open up nature's treasure chest once again to learn more about another truly amazing natural healing herb that is called greatercelandine. So, what are the health benefits of celandine? Its beneficial ingredients. What do you have to pay attention to when you're taking it? And how much should you take? Let's explore. Greatercelandine, also known as nipplewort or swallowwort, belongs to the family of herbs called poppies or Papaveracea. And although native to Europe and Western Asia, this perennial herb can be found worldwide. Greatercelandine has tender leaves and blooms tiny yellow flowers, and when injured, the stem releases a distinct yellow-orange sap that is also known as devil's milk. Its Latin name, Chelidonium, actually comes from ancient Greek, from the word Chelidon, and means swallow. So why was this plant called swallow? Well, because anecdotally, blooming of celandine flowers would announce the return of swallow birds from the south. Medicinal use of greatercelandine also dates back to ancient Greece, where the physician and botanist Dioscorides first described its detox potential. And from Pliny the Elder, who was a famous Roman naturalist, to modern herbalists such as Maurice Messager, traditional remedies with greatercelandine have a rich history. In the Western world, folks have been using greatercelandine to treat lung and liver diseases, stimulate digestion and bile secretion, fight infections and support immunity, and remove warts and skin ulcers. Chinese herbalists use Bai Ku Kai, so greatercelandine, to boost blood circulation, combat cramps and menstrual pain, treat jaundice, and much more. The Russians call it Kistotel Bolshoi, which translates to strong cleansing. Above ground parts of greatercelandine, that is also known as Chelidonium majus, have the broadest medical use. The dried herb is used also for solid and liquid extracts, while the juice and sap come from fresh stems and leaves. Some herbalists in Eastern and Central Europe also use the roots. We know today from scientific research that greatercelandine indeed has a whole range of beneficial ingredients. It contains, for example, a group of alkaloids with a unique structure that are called isoquinoline, and those have diverse medicinal properties. Such alkaloids that you find in greatercelandine are chelidonine, copticine, sanguinarine, caloritrine, and berberine. Chelidonine is the primary alkaloid in celandine and is named, of course, after the plant. In standardized celandine products, total alkaloid content is expressed as the percentage of chelidonine. Celandine alkaloid content increases during the day, making the evening most suitable for harvest. And in the roots, they reach 2 to 3%, while the above ground parts contain up to 1.5% of those alkaloids. Celandine also contains flavonoids such as rutin, quercetin, and luteolin, organic acids such as chelidonic, caffeic, and malic acids, lectins, fatty acids such as linoleic and oleic acids, and minerals such as calcium, iron, potassium, magnesium, sulfur, and phosphorus. Let's look then at the many health benefits of greatercelandine. But before we do that, a short reminder, if you enjoy our content, please support us directly by becoming a patron from as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description box below, of course. And also, do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. For the holistic care you need and deserve, please contact us at christine.doctor. We will assess you remotely and develop a customized healing plan just for you. And check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibrantbody.net. Links are of course also in the description box below. Let's kick the list off with Celandine's powerful detox properties. It has depurative properties and can be therefore used to purify and cleanse the body. It can be used as an effective part of a detoxification program because of its ability to eliminate waste and toxins out of the system. It also has natural liver protective properties, which not only help to support proper liver health and function, but also protect the liver from cellular damage. It can also help to encourage the gallbladder and keep the organ working properly. And we're gonna talk about the benefits for the liver and the gallbladder specifically in more detail in a second. Problems with the gallbladder are known to cause numerous health issues like indigestion, and greatercelandine is known to help stimulate the production and the flow of pancreatic enzymes and bile, which in turn helps prevent inflammation, infection, and diseases like hepatitis. When it comes to the liver and gallbladder, the gallbladder stores the bile acids that are produced in the liver and releases them into the small intestine, and therefore it plays a vital role in fat digestion and your metabolism. And celandine has been shown in many studies to improve liver function and gallbladder function. In one of the studies they found out that it stimulated the gallbladder and improved bile flow. This was a clinical study with 37 patients with liver disease. And they also saw that celandine had a positive impact on the pancreas as well, boosting the production of digestive enzymes. In another trial of 76 patients with gallbladder issues, a standardized mixture of celandine and turmeric dry extracts called Cholagogum F. Nateman alleviated cramps with 0 side effects. However, it failed to reduce other complaints such as bloating, nausea, and vomiting. In another clinical study, 30 patients with painful gallbladder cramps received 6 pills of celandine extract daily for 6 weeks, and the result was that it stimulated the gallbladder and reduced the patient's symptoms. A review of 2 observational studies with over 800 patients also confirmed that greatercelandine could reduce gallbladder cramps and other digestive complaints. In a study on an isolated rat liver, celandine extract stimulated the secretion of bile acids, and in rats and mice exposed to liver-damaging chemicals in studies, celandine extract was able to prevent the death of the liver cells, reduce liver scarring, lower fat buildup in the liver, and even prevent liver cancer. In mice, nanoformulations, so tiny particles of celandine, which is, as we've discussed, one of the main celandine alkaloids, was shown to protect the liver from oxidative damage by cadmium in this case, and it also restored the levels of enzymes, fats, and cholesterol. Greatercelandine is also a very strong antioxidant. The production of chemically active molecules, including the reactive oxygen species, also known as ROS, is a general response to stressful conditions that living organisms encounter every day. Oxidative stress has been identified as the main cause of the development and progression of several diseases. And plants have an innate ability to biosynthesize a wide range of antioxidants capable of reducing ROS-induced oxidative damage. Antioxidants are able to scavenge these ROS and establish a balance between naturally produced radicals and antioxidant status. On top of that, the flavonoids in greatercelandine, such as rutin and quercetin, are well known for their potent antioxidant action. Researchers from the Comenius University have concluded that greatercelandine extract contains isoquinoline alkaloids and flavonoid components that play a significant role in cancer prevention, again through celandine's antioxidant activity. Quote from one of the studies, titled Antioxidant Activity of Chelidonium majus Extract at Phenological Stages. The results of the present study indicate a high antioxidant power for C majus extract as examined by DPPH levels, which is a free radical, and it is suggested that the potent antioxidant activity exhibited by the plant can provide a considerable protection against oxidative stress. Increased formation of ROS may lead to the development of malignancy, and the normal rates of ROS generation could help to reduce cancer development. Are you suffering from indigestion or irritable bowel syndrome? Well, greatercelandine can help you. A meta-analysis of 3 clinical trials with 273 patients confirmed that a mixture of liquid extracts with greatercelandine, in this case the preparation is known as iberogast, could indeed improve the main symptoms of indigestion. During a 4-week treatment with 3 milliliters per day, the patients reported no significant side effects also. That said, celandine extract makes up only 10% of iberogast, and other herbs in this mixture might have contributed and must have contributed to the observed effects as well. In another meta-analysis with 592 patients with indigestion, they came to the conclusion that celandine improves indigestion. In another study with older people, 30 in this case, celandine capsules improved again stomach pain, nausea and bloating over 6 weeks. In a review that analyzed the results of 75 clinical trials with more than 8,000 patients in total to see which herbal preparations may relieve IBS, they found out that among others, a herbal mixture with celandine and other bitters improved again IBS symptoms. All iberogast ingredients, including celandine, have beneficial effects on the bowels, as you can see, and studies on isolated small intestines confirmed again that celandine alkaloids could reduce bowel contractions caused by different triggers. A lot of research has also been performed on greatercelandine's anti-cancer properties. Therefore, the anti-cancer effects and the components of celandine are very well described in the scientific literature. Years ago, led by these findings, a team of Ukrainian scientists developed a drug based on the celandine alkaloids, and they named it after their country of origin. They called it Ukraine, and it has a long history of use for different types of cancer, and there are a lot of studies available. For example, 3 clinical trials with 163 patients suffering from pancreatic cancer. In the first study, Ukraine doubled the patient survival time. It went up from just 5.2 months to 10.4 months when it was added to the chemotherapy. And they also showed that Ukraine alone had better results than the chemotherapy. Ukraine increased the chance of 1 year survival 8 times, so it went up from 9.5% to a whopping 76% in the second study, and almost 6 times in the third study. It went up from 14% to 81% when they added Ukraine as a supportive treatment. They also found out that it relieved the symptoms of the patients and improved their overall quality of life. Then we have 2 other studies with 144 patients where they examined the effects of Ukraine versus chemo and radiation therapy combined for colon cancer patients. In the first study, the 21-month survival rate was more than doubled. It went up from 33% to 79% with the Ukraine treatment, and in the second study, cancer had a 3 times lower chance of returning after surgery, 8% versus 25% in patients who received Ukraine. And clinical and tissue analysis confirmed also the potential of Ukraine to kill cancer cells and support immunity. 2 trials that tested Ukraine in 27 patients with different types of cancer showed that it increased production of cancer-fighting immune cells, such as the T cells, the T helpers, and the NK cells. It also improved the patient's symptoms and quality of life, and it had no major side effects. Another review of 7 clinical studies also confirmed the beneficial effects of Ukraine on different types of cancer, but the study also pointed to the limitations of the findings. In a Chinese study with 240 esophageal cancer patients, it was shown that greatercelandine was able to reduce cancer size before surgery. The patients in the study took 30 milliliters of oral solution twice per day for 2 weeks, where each dose was equivalent to about 30 grams of dried herbs. When it comes to stomach cancer, which by the way is the 4th most common and the 2nd deadliest type of cancer in humans, and unfortunately where effective treatment options are still lacking, it was shown in an animal study with rats with stomach cancer that celandine extract prevented cell mutations and injury. In mice with liver cancer, the scientists observed the potential of celandine extract to slow down cancer progression, reduce the damage of the genetic material, and also protect the liver. In mice with advanced pancreatic cancer, celandine extract also reduced the number of metastases, but it didn't impact the primary tumors, unfortunately. And in test tubes, celandine and its alkaloids killed different types of cancer cells and also blocked their growth. Celandine has also very strong anti-inflammatory properties and boosts your immune system. With their complex pharmacological actions, the celandine alkaloids have been shown to support the cardiovascular system, the digestive system, on which we already touched upon, immunity, and bone health. In a study, the inflammatory response was controlled by chelidonium majors with a significant difference when compared to diclofenac. The researchers stated that the results revealed chelidonium majors plays an inhibitory role on the NF-κB pathway, and consequently this interaction reflects in a reduced TNF-A and nitric oxide production. In a Russian clinical study, they compared different remedies to support the children's immune system and to reduce tonsil inflammation. And celandine tincture, so a liquid extract, was shown to improve the function of the tonsils, and it also boosted the children's immune response, making them more resistant to infections. Ukraine was also shown to stimulate the immune system in clinical trials. In studies on rats and mice, it boosted, for example, the production of stem cells and immune cells, protecting also the animals from the harmful effects of radiation. In mice exposed to radiation, a complex carb called CMALA that is isolated from celandine was able to achieve similar effects, and as a result 80% of the mice treated with this CMALA survived a lethal dose of radiation. In a cell study, spleen cells were exposed to CMALA. They multiplied 84 times faster. They multiplied 84 times faster, but the effect on the stem cells in this study was weak. And studies have also shown that it acts as an antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiviral, and antifungal agent too. Another one of the benefits of celandine is its potential as a natural pain reliever. Again, because the plant contains several alkaloids, including celandine, which has been shown to have analgesic properties. This herb has been traditionally used to treat headaches, toothaches, and menstrual cramps. In a study published in the journal Phytotherapy Research, they found that celandine extract was as effective as aspirin in reducing pain and inflammation. In another study on rats, the scientists observed painkiller effects of two types of celandine extracts and described the effects as being similar to morphine. In cell studies, celandine and individual alkaloids of the plant blocked the pain signals in the brain cells. In a more recent study aimed to investigate the analgesic effects and anti-inflammatory activity and locomotor improvement in injured rats with Chelidonium majus, they concluded that celandine did not affect the locomotor activity in rats. However, those rats treated with morphine showed an inhibitory effect against the locomotor activity. And this showed an increased association with locomotor disparities in patients who consume morphine, and how herbal supplementation, in this case with Chelidonium majus, can reduce this unwanted secondary effect. In mice with rheumatoid arthritis, the scientists examined if greatercelandine extract could help by blocking inflammation proteins such as TNF-alpha and interleukin-6, protecting cartilage from damage, and reducing the level of harmful antibodies, and they found that it does all of these things. It also has many external uses. It contains a distinctive latex that has enzymes in it and phytocystatin called chelidostatin, which is a cysteine protease inhibitor. And these constituents together could explain how the topical use of the plant can fight against warts and moles. Providing cell renewal, celandine provides rapid repair of the skin cells. It is a great herbal solution for skin blemishes, acne, and wounds. Its caustic properties have also been used in an ointment form as a cleansing agent and to treat skin eruptions like ringworm, eczema, psoriasis, malignant sores, and tubercular skin eruptions. It has also been used as a rinse for dandruff, and those who seek support for the skin to look better, shine, and cleanse can also use celandine. If there is too much hair growth in a particular area of your body, you can also apply celandine oil regularly to this area, and this oil will thin the hair follicles over time and will lead thereby to less hair growth. Greatercelandine has been used traditionally for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, and it is also used widely in homeopathy. We have also studies on its homeopathic use. For example, in animal and cell studies, they found out that it has indeed liver protecting effects when taken as a homeopathic preparation. In mice with liver cancer, researchers observed the ability of homeopathic celandine, CH30 and CH200 in this case, to protect the liver by blocking toxic enzymes, protecting the DNA, and preventing the growth of tumors. Researchers tested also another homeopathic remedy with celandine on human liver cells, and they found that it protected the cells from toxic cadmium and also restored their function. In TCM, so the traditional Chinese medicine, it is used as an herbal remedy for gastritis, ulcers, enteritis, jaundice, abdominal pain, bronchitis, and whooping cough. The recommended daily dosages in TCM ranges from 3 to 9 grams or even higher. And these relatively high doses are mostly in the form of a decoction and can be justified by the fact that in this form not too much of the active alkaloid chelidonium is released, which can be problematic. In which forms can you obtain greatercelandine, and what is the recommended dosage? Well, celandine tinctures or liquid extracts made from the above ground parts of the plant are the most common products on the market, but celandine is also available as a dried herb, so teas mostly, dry extract in pills, often combined with other herbs, such as is the case, for example, with Cholagogum F. nataman. Cholagogum F. nataman contains dry celandine extract, standardized to 4 milligrams of total alkaloids, expressed in this case as chelidonine. Unfortunately, other products don't reveal the standardization details on the label. You can also get celandine as liquid extract and oils, or liquid extract as a part of a herbal mixture, as is the case with iberogast. Also, it can be found in soaps, creams, and ointments, and of course, homeopathic preparations in pills and drops again. The most common dilutions are 6C, 30C, and 200C. So a 100th dilution repeated 6, 30, or 200 times. When it comes to the recommended dosage in clinical trials, it was shown that celandine was safe and effective in the following ones. For gallbladder disorders, dry extract with 4 mg of alkaloids, 3 to 6 pills per day for 3 to 6 weeks. For indigestion, iberogast 3 times 1 milliliter per day, containing 0.3 milliliter of celandine tincture. The European Medicines Agency suggests the following doses of celandine for the dried herb: 1.2 to 3.6 grams daily as an infusion, so a tea. And for tinctures, 2 to 4 milliliters daily in a 1 to 5 dilution, or 6 to 12 milliliters daily in a 1 to 10 dilution. In the clinical trials with cancer patients, Ukraine, which is, as we have discussed, a drug based on celandine alkaloids, was injected also under strict medical supervision, of course. When it comes to safety, greatercelandine and its components have not been shown to cause major side effects in clinical trials, and the same goes for Ukraine, the anti-cancer drug with the celandine alkaloids in it that we have discussed. It was also well tolerated in most clinical trials. In some patients it caused, however, increased body temperature, burning sensations, and bleeding. Reports of liver damage caused by greatercelandine, however, point to its dangerous side and suggest a little bit of caution. So make sure to consult with your healthcare provider before taking it if you suffer from liver problems, because we don't really know about its safety in this regard. One study found that celandine alkaloids may impair the heart rate in dogs, and although no other studies have confirmed this effect, people with heart rate issues may want to be also careful with it. Due to its immune-stimulating properties, greatercelandine may, in theory at least, worsen autoimmune conditions. Pregnant women, breastfeeding women and children should avoid celandine, again due to the lack of safety evidence. And of course people who are allergic to celandine or other plants from the poppy family. Celandine extract may also inhibit an essential group of liver enzymes that break down drugs and other chemicals. The following medicines also affect these enzymes and thus may interact with celandine: antiviral drugs, antifungal drugs, lipid-lowering drugs, so statins, anti-epileptic drugs, so drugs for seizures, as well as antidepressants. And because of its immune-boosting properties, again, celandine may block the effects of drugs that suppress immunity, such as corticosteroids. According to multiple case reports, celandine may harm the liver and thus potentially worsen the side effects of hepatotoxic drugs, also such as cordarone, Lipitor and Tylenol. Overall, as you can see, safe herb to take with many amazing health benefits. Some caution, as you can see, especially with potential drug interactions, is advisable, but other than that, it's a great gift from nature again. With all that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. If you did so, please support us directly by becoming a patron from as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description box below. Also, do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. For the holistic care you need and deserve, please contact us at christine.doctor. We can assess you remotely wherever you are in the world and will develop a natural holistic healing plan just for you. And check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibrantbody.net. Links are also provided in the description box below. Thank you very much for your attention, and until next time, stay healthy.